Howdy everybody, Efour here and welcome back to the channel for Season 6, Episode 8 of our FIFA 22 Youth to Gold save. Now this month we have a busy month, 9 games in total. So we're going to do the first, what would that be, 4 as highlights. We're going to play 1 live comm in the middle and then the last 4 as highlights. The live comm is going to be against Arsenal because they're my team and I want to show you guys them. They're right behind us in the league. So let's go take a look at the month in question and dive in. So here is a look at our December. We have West Ham, Bournemouth, Cluj in the Europa League, Wolves, Arsenal, Everton, followed by West Ham in the Carabao Cup, Norwich, and then Man U. Now Arsenal are close behind us in the league, and again, they're my team, so we're going to do that game as our live comm today. And because there's so many games and I don't want the video to be too long, we're only doing 1 live comm. I know it's a little different, but we have a lot of games to get through, so I'm going to hop off camera. I'm going to play these games. I'll see you guys in a sec for the highlights. We started the month off against West Ham, and we kept the normal starting 11. Smith in goal, back 4 of Ojeda, Bishop, Aguado, and Taylor. Midfield 3 of Carlson, Patino, and Nelson, and an attacking 3 of Schaefer, Baker, and Olofsson. In the 17th minute, Baker was played in down the right, and he cut it back and crossed it to Carlson, who headed home the opener, 1-0 Efour United. Off a corner in the 26th minute, Bermejo picked Baker's pocket and fired a deflection off Ian Taylor for the equalizer, 1-1. Baker then returned the favor in the 50th minute by pickpocketing Evan Nilsson. He played it to Carlson, who found the smallest of gaps to play in Nelson with a perfectly weighted ball, and he grabbed the go-ahead goal, and we were up 2-1. We ended the game 2-1 winners, keeping us in second and closing the gap to Liverpool to 7 points after their loss to Brighton, with Chelsea still breathing down our necks. We then played Bournemouth 2 days after the West Ham game, and the only changes was at left back Jonasson coming on for Ojeda and Lundberg coming on at center defensive mid for Patino. In the opening stages of the game, Bournemouth opened the scoring with a goal from Teixeira in the 12th minute to put them up 1-0. We were trying to find a goal back, and in the 41st minute, Schaefer found Baker, and with a sublime first touch, he was in on goal to equalize 1-1. But then in the 52nd minute, our defense was caught napping as Bournemouth's James cut inside and blasted one past Smith to take the lead 2-1. Lundberg was at fault for our previous goal, but in the 62nd minute redeemed himself as he equalized back 2-2. With 20 minutes left in the game, Carlson found Schaefer down the left wing, who was all alone, and crossed it to a wide-open Baker, who headed home the go-ahead goal to put us up 3-2. But there was heartbreak for Efour United as Bournemouth broke us down, slotted in James, and he grabbed his second and the equalizer, and I was fuming. That draw was 2 big drop points as Liverpool drew their game, and what could have been a 5-point gap remained a 7-point gap. We had to take it on the chin and keep fighting. We then took on Cluj in our last game in the Europa League group stages. It was an entire team of second stringers, but this time Patino was in with the second stringers. In the 6th minute, our defense was completely discombobulated. Carlson had a poor clearance that was shot on goal, coming off the post and into the path of their striker, and we were behind 1-0. Patino then found Bauer in the 16th minute, where he dribbled all the way in like we saw a couple episodes ago and smashed one off the post to equalize 1-1. In the 57th minute, Graham played it to Kamara, who crossed it to Bauer, and he headed home our second, and we were back ahead 2-1. Just after the 60-minute mark, Villalba found Graham on the right, who chipped it up to Kamara, and he was in, smashing in our 3rd of the day. The 3-1 win saw us officially top the group on 14 points, with Köln also qualifying from Group H. Group G saw Monaco and Warsaw going through. Group F saw Salzburg and Copenhagen going through. Group E, it was Midtjylland and Villarreal. Group D had Manchester City and Nice. Group C saw Inter and Hoffenheim. Group B was Roma and Genk. And in Group A, Olympique Lyon and Pacos Ferreira went through despite the top 3 teams all being on 10 points. A huge bummer for PSV. And 2 days before this Arsenal game, we took on Wolves with Lundberg making his first start in the first team as our center defensive mid. In the first 6 minutes, we had a corner, and there was a unicorn sighting as Aguado headed home the ever-elusive goal from a corner, 1-0, good guys. Late on in the game, in the 64th minute, Wolves walked into our 18-yard box and had a pass across for a tap-in, and it was tied at 1. With 15 minutes left, Baker had a shot saved, and Nelson had a jumping kick to score the rebound, and it was 2-1. That win against Wolves keeps us in second position on 34 points, 7 points behind Liverpool still. That draw against Bournemouth is hugely disappointing. Otherwise, we would have only been 5 points behind Liverpool. And in case you don't know, 5 is closer than 7. So it's very disappointing, but we got to continue, keep going on. We have the best offense in the league. Not one of the best defenses, but our defense is definitely a lot better than it was. Today, we're taking on Arsenal, who are all the way down in 10th. They've slid down a little bit on 23 points, not having a great season, but we're going to take them on, so let's go take a look at the team. This is the lineup we're taking into the game against Arsenal. Smith in goal, a back four of Ojeda, Bishop, Aguado, and Taylor. A midfield three of Carlson, Nelson, and Lundberg. And yes, Lundberg has now officially moved to being a starter in our team. We've switched him to a center defensive mid. We've started training his passing and dribbling. He's a very well-rounded player. He's really fast. I love how he plays. And when he scored that goal that you guys saw in the highlights, I was super excited. I figured he's earned a starting spot. Another reason we did this is because he is 21. Patino is 23. Lundberg has showing great potential. Patino has no potential status. So I think we can get some more growth out of Lundberg, so we're going to rock with him. The attacking three are Schaefer, Baker, and Olafsson up top. On the bench we have Sans, Patino, Viala, Bauer, Kerr, Graham, and Kamara. So let's get into this game, try and get 3 more points. Hopefully Liverpool slip up and we can close that gap even further. And here we are. I did take a look at the Arsenal team, and it seems like they're using a pretty rotated side. Definitely not as strong a side that as we've seen from Arsenal through the first couple of seasons that we've been in the Premier League. So not sure what happened, if they've just been picked clean by bigger clubs or what, but definitely not as good in using a rotated squad, as I said. Now our attack is thwarted there. Calvert-Lewin on the ball, playing it up into Odegaard, to Arthur. They still have a good squad, don't get me wrong, but not as good as it has been. So hopefully we can get a result today. They are in 10th. Oh no, Odegaard with a shot there. It does come out, and Bishop heads it clear. We're going to be looking to get this up quickly into Carlson. Down the wing to Schaefer yet again. We're just going to push that and see if we can maybe get a back post cross to Baker, I guess. I was trying to go to Nelson, and it goes just wide. What a big miss from Baker. Here they are pushing down our left side. Ojeda is way out of position. Hopefully they slow down. Amari Hutchinson with the cross in. We get up to at least push it out. Kind of. Aziz on the ball, and Bishop gets a foot in. Great play from our captain. And here is their corner. Trying to play something in a great save from Smith. We are in a bad spot here. Get up. Calvert-Lewin's tall. Oh, and he doesn't get it. Doesn't get a strong header. We handle it comfortably. Arsenal move in again. Calvert-Lewin on the ball, and we need to have a good result today from the boys. It has been a good season. Great save from Smith, but we have to get some more points. If Arsenal is really doing this poorly in the league, then we have to make sure that we are handling them comfortably. Here is their next corner. We are just chasing down with Aguado. I still think it's a bad idea, but I'd rather have one guy out of in a not great position than a couple guys in not a good position. And I don't know where I want this to go. We're going to Schaefer. He's fast. Can he get there? He cannot get there. And our attack dies. Here come the Gunners looking for a ball. Lundberg gets a foot in, gets another foot in, and has 2 great interceptions there to get them off the ball. We're going back into Carlson. Baker doesn't get it away. He's going down into Carlson here, and we're trying to maintain possession. We do keep the possession after some fortunate bounces there. We're going to Carlson, and he is dispossessed. We can't seem to get anything going against Arsenal today. Martinelli coming down our right side, looking for a cross. He has found one, but Smith should be able to get up to that, and he does. Nelson on the ball here, trying to just run in. He's getting pressed from behind. Get it back to Lundberg. We'll go over to Nelson, and he's going to rip that because he's awesome, and it almost comes off. Here is our corner following the save from Runarsson. Get up. Get up. No one's there. We're going here to Baker. He's going to rip that. Oh, that was a good shot. Unfortunately blocked by an Arsenal player. And they get it out, and it looks like, yep, there's the halftime whistle. 0-0 still. We need to find a goal. This is a game that I think we need to win. Not I think. I know we need to win this. Considering where they are in the league, we are a better team. We have to win this if we're serious about pushing for the Champions League spots, and especially if we want to try and push Liverpool for the title this year. I wasn't speaking. I was actually thinking, oh, this is going to be a fun highlight to talk about. I realize now that I should have been talking that whole time. This is a live comm. Okay, well, that was beautiful. Schaefer ran all the way in, dribbled past their whole team, and just used his pace to hit that gap there and slot it past the keeper. What a great goal. We're up 1-0, and man, that felt good. That goal was really big for us, boosting our confidence, trying to get some things rolling in this game. Makes it a little more comfortable in case they do score. Hopefully they don't, but at least we won't lose at this point if they do score. Now, I know I had mentioned last episode and a couple of the recent episodes that we weren't going to be pushing for the title, but considering that Liverpool have started dropping some points and we are on a tear, I really do feel like we might be able to push for the title. I'm not sure we're going to win it. I'm not holding my breath. Get it in there, Carlson. Too nice. Hit him with the worm. Dead fish and worms are back, boys and girls. We are up 2-0. It was just a great play. Carlson ran all the way in. I think he was played in from Baker. And Runarsson's not a good keeper. That's why I figured let's just take the shot. He's unable to save it. We're ahead 2-0. But as I was saying, Liverpool have started dropping points. I'm not sure we're going to actually push for the title, but if we can continue to play like we have been and keep getting the results, playing some good defense, I think we could be in with a shout. And it really gives me confidence for next season as we look to try and push for the title. All right, Baker's in. He's going to cut inside because he's awesome, and he's going to rip. Nah, that was just all bad. All bad. Here is Arsenal on the edge of our area. They take a shot with, I'm not even sure who that was, but it was not a good one, and it's out for a goal kick. We are making 3 subs. Patino comes on for Lundberg. Villalba comes on for Nelson, and Graham is coming on for Olofsson on the right wing. Here come Arsenal in our half before our changes have taken place. Odegaard looking for a pass, and it's a great block from Lundberg there. And, oh, Baker is unable to get that. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here with a clean sheet for our man Smith. He deserves it. We've talked about it before. He is awesome. We're going down the wing to Olofsson here. And we're going to go back into Baker. There he is. And we're going to go over to Schaefer. Oh, we'll go to Carlson, I guess. And it's almost a terrible result from Runarsson. Our subs will come on now, out for a goal kick. Here is Arsenal hitting us on a counter. Yeremy Pino is on the ball. And Patino cuts it out, playing against his... oh, what a bad pass. That is not at all where I thought that was going. That was so poor. And fortunately, they... botch. That's what I'm trying to say. They botch it, and it's out for a goal kick. Into Carlson, and he is running in. Can he get the cross in for Baker? Oh, Baker tries the bicycle kick, and it doesn't come off. Out for a corner. Here is that corner. Let's see if we can get Aguado's head to it yet again. We've been driving it low and hard to him because he's been able to get it in good spots like that. We're going to go with Carlson. It doesn't come off. Can he control it? He can. Back into Baker. Patino. Over to Baker, and he's in. There it is. Hit him with the knockout punches, and we are up 3-0. That's how this game is going to end. What a huge result for us. We'll go take a quick look at the league table. That win against Arsenal sees us on 37 points, still 7 points behind Liverpool, but 7 points ahead of 4th position Spurs, which is really key. Chelsea are still right on our tails. We got to keep winning to make sure we keep this 2nd spot, and I really want to push Liverpool for this title. If we could win against them when we play them in the second half of the season, that would be massive. We have the highest scoring offense in the league, and our defense is looking so much better. Like we mentioned, at one point we were 14 goals for and 14 against, which means since that point we have scored 29 for and 10 against, which is awesome. Now, let's go check out the highlights for the rest of the month. First up was Everton, and we went into the game with the normal starting 11. And right at the beginning of the game, Everton got us out of position and slot home a beautiful volley to go ahead 1-0. 10 minutes later, we respond on a counter from a corner, and Schaefer plays in Carlson, who beats the defender and scores past the keeper to equalize 1-1. And in the 29th minute, Carlson played a pass over the top to Baker, and controlling it with his head, scorched a shot into the back of the net, putting us up 2-1. But shortly after halftime in the 54th minute, Everton broke us down with incisive passes that ended with them equalizing 2-2. 7 minutes later in the 61st minute, Smith had an absolute howler. And honestly, I don't even know what to say. Everton was up 3-2. In the 70th minute, Carlson received a pass from Baker, and with a quick first step, rounded the defender to grab our equalizer 3-3. The Everton game ended 3-3, and to say that that result was frustrating is an understatement. I imagine myself maybe flipping a table, throwing a water bottle, yelling at the players, specifically Smith for letting in that absolute howler. But we're still in second, and unfortunately it's even more frustrated because Liverpool dropped points again and we can't capitalize. Fortunately for us though, everyone else around is dropping points as well. We then move back into the Carabao Cup against West Ham, and we take in our normal starting 11. In the first 5 minutes, Baker and Lundberg combined nicely as Lundberg played across back to Baker, where he volleyed a ball at eye level into the back of the net to put us ahead 1-0. And in the 22nd minute, Baker was in on a ball from Nelson. He was one-on-one with the keeper and calmly finished past him to increase the lead 2-0. Then in the 33rd minute, Kudus was found on the edge of the penalty area, firing home a long-range effort to pull West Ham within one at 2-1. On a West Ham corner in the 42nd minute, we are punished for not clearing the ball, and Evan Nilsson makes no mistake as he grabs West Ham the equalizer 2-2. And just on the hour mark, West Ham play in a corner, and Kudus beats everyone there to head home the go-ahead goal for West Ham 3-2. And in the 91st minute, Baker makes a key steal and plays it to Carlson, who finds Graham on a key run, but Graham is unable to find the net, and our last chance of the game goes begging as we lose 3-2, getting knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. We then went back into the league against Norwich, taking the usual starting 11. And in the 33rd minute, Baker has a great interception, quickly playing it up to Carlson, who found Baker on a run where he coolly opened the scoring 1-0. Then in the 59th minute, Baker was too fast, dribbling around the Norwich defenders and grabbing his second to put us up 2-0. We remained in second place with the 2-0 win over Norwich, and Liverpool dropped more points, which saw us just 4 points behind them. Dare I say, the title race is on. And up next was Manchester United taking in the usual 11. We started this one hot, and on the opening kickoff, Carlson dribbled in past a couple United defenders, where he then found Baker, who used a great first touch to round the defender and grab our first of the day, and we were up 1-0. And in the 43rd minute, Schaefer wanted in on the fun, and he burnt Manchester United with his pace as he sprinted past everyone to grab his first of the day and put us up 2-0. And late on in the 80th minute, Bruno Fernandes was played in and skipped around Aguado to get a late goal back for Manchester United. That win against Manchester United was key, as Chelsea are still winning every game right behind us. They're pretty much matching us result for result. They're still 2 points behind us. We're now 10 points ahead of 4th position, which is massive, and only 4 points off the top of the table. I know I already said it, and I don't believe in jinx, but I don't want to get into I don't want to, fill my head too big, where I get really confident that we're going to make a title push. We're looking good to make a title push. I'm not sure we're going to, but we're in a great spot. All we need to do is just focus on the games in front of us and keep winning them, but we are in an awesome position. Hinga-dinga-dargan! It's time for the scouting reports. Sergio Calvo. I've been wondering if you can get someone valued at this much, and he is valued at $4.5 million. I think the highest that we've seen is 2.1. I could be wrong, but at $4.5 million, I mean, he honestly might be close to 70 overall. I'm not sure. I am so excited about this player. I can't wait to see what his overall is. Here is a look at Sergio Calvo. So $4.5 million at 17 years old is a 69 overall, which is awesome. Now, he is slow. The profile of player is not my favorite. He's not bad it's cool to see that you can actually get guys valued that much. I had been wondering for this entire save, and that's our first one that was that high in however many seasons we're in, 6 seasons now. So they're very rare, obviously, but like I mentioned in the last episode, we might try scouting some nations that are more known for producing world-class talent to see if maybe that rate then goes up a little bit, and maybe we get a couple more of these guys. But oh my goodness, that was exciting. Again, not my favorite profile of player. He's slow. He's a center attacking mid. He's short. His attacking and defensive work rate are both low. Not sure he's actually going to see our team, especially now that we have Bauer, but good to know that you can get him like that. If anything, we bring him up and we sell him. But there is Sergio Calvo. If you have enjoyed that, leave a thumbs up on the video. If you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a small channel like this, and thank you so much. Man, what a month. We had 9 games. It took me forever to record this, about pretty much a whole day, honestly, trying to do all the highlights and stuff, but I don't care. It was so exciting. We're right there at the top of the table, really trying to push Liverpool, and I'm so excited about that. We got through our Europa League group at the top. In the next episode, we'll see who we're drawn against, and oh man, I'm excited. Yeah, we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. Who cares? I would like to win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup at some point, but if we don't, all we're supposed to do for this save is win the Champions League and win the Premier League. If you forget the rules, they're down in the description. Oh man, we have Aguado going up to an 83, Taylor up to an 83, Smith up to an 83, Nelson up to an 83, Carlson to 89, Schaefer to 93, Baker to 85, and Bishop to 85. Everyone is developing. The only positions that have not developed this episode are Ojeda, Lundberg, and Olofsson. Lundberg is good in that role. I like playing him there. We might bring Patino in. I feel like with Lundberg there, we let in more goals, and I'm not sure. I really don't know. We're still winning. We look really good, but Patino might be the better player. It's hard to tell, honestly, which is weird because Lundberg's defending is better than Patino's, but Patino controls the ball and gets into defensive positions so well. Ojeda, Olofsson, and Lundberg are the 3 not developing, and so in the summer we're probably going to be looking to strengthen one of those positions to try and get them above that 80 overall mark. But man, I'm enjoying this team's journey through the Crucible. Until next time, Efour out.